Welcome back to the Cricket Today podcast. I'm your host, Liam McAllion, also known as the Stats Guy, and a very, very sad Aussie fan. Joining me, as always, not Leo Mullally, he's not here, but Marcus Bazzano. He always rocks up. He always rocks up,
Where's Leo?
Marcus. I don't know. I reckon he's crying that Australia lost because we're pretty sad about it.
I think so. I think
to Pakistan.
Yeah, he's a little bit hungover, but if we want to lose to anyone, we want to lose to Pakistan. We love Pakistan. So
weirdly like Pakistan on this show, as a lot of people know, but
they were too good at the end.
Too good, which we'll get into. Summer of cricket has started. ODI series has been wrapped up, so we're going to wrap up the ODI series, the Friday match at Adelaide Oval, and then the Sunday match yesterday at, where was it? Optus Stadium in Perth. So really exciting matches there for a Pakistan fan. We're going to go through some big questions. Make sure you hang around at the end. We're going to go through the fan comments and questions. So we're loving all the comments on the socials, so check that out. Might as well give that a shout out. Cricket Today AU on TikTok, Instagram, and Cricket Today podcast on Facebook and YouTube. So get around that.
Make sure you're commenting as well, even on this YouTube video, and ask us some questions. Could be anything unrelated. Doesn't even have to be cricket related.
No, if you want to know,
you might want to know about Stats Guy's personal life. Which can be done.
No, can it? All right, it can. All right, it can. There you go.
Yeah. So whatever, just. Let's get Marcus, the comments in there. We love it.
We want to talk about, I don't know, fashion with your little mask. Where's your masks and things like that?
It's sitting right over there, but unfortunately, it's dead at the moment.
It is dead. The rooster
didn't really perform.
Yeah, the rooster is dead, unfortunately. Yeah, so make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, as I just mentioned, Cricket Today podcast. Let's get into it. Quick look. We sometimes do news, but we're just going to have a quick look over here because there's lots of things to talk about in the cricket world.
Yep.
We'll start off with Pakistan making history. The first ODI series win in Australia since 2002. Wow. They had a really good team, sort of early 2000s and then 90s and stuff like that, with some fast bowlers, some all-rounders.
Yep.
They've done it again somehow. No one would have thought this was going to happen.
Yeah, no one would have thought it. They played very well in the first game, but you're like,
can they do it?
Is this Australia just a little bit off their guard?
Yeah.
But in all fairness, they dominated.
Oh, yeah.
To almost to a length where it was unacceptable for Australia to be losing like that on home soil.
Yeah, there was a lot of young players for Australia yesterday, which we'll touch on, but
in the third game,
even that, it's in Australia, that the conditions. There was a lot of WA players in the team that know the pitch and things like that.
Yeah.
Only making 163 and then 140, which we'll touch on. Very embarrassing, but Pakistan bowlers, their batters at the top order were great as well, but their bowlers changed this series. Awesome.
I think we'll get into it later, but yeah, surprisingly, it was the quicks in Adelaide when we thought it would be the spinners.
Yeah.
So
their quicks have just been awesome.
They were very good.
Wrecker Rauf, which we'll touch on. Dizzy Gillespie, you predicted it in one of our little shorts. He coaches Pakistan, Aussie legend, played into a lot of test wins, a lot of test matches, a lot of one days.
Excellent bowler. Probably didn't get as not as recognised as
no. So he played with
he?
Brett Lee, Glenn McGrath, all those sort of great the likes of them. And then you got probably him on that next tier, which was a great bowler for Australia. And then he's become a great coach for South Australia in the Big Bash. He's coached them to a Pakistan ODI series win against Australia, a Test series win against England, two of the big nations, and Pakistan were not favourites at all in those ones.
He was only supposed to be temporary for this Australia tour as the short format coach stepped down.
Yeah, they had a lot of beef behind the scenes apparently.
Yeah, so he could get the gig as an all format Pakistan coach, and after this performance in this series, it's kind of hard to argue against picking him. So.
I saw him talking on the Triple M coverage that he's learning Urdu. You learned a bit of Urdu back in the day.
I did learn a bit of Urdu
for the socials.
Yeah, it was very good.
That was pretty funny. So he's learning a bit of, but their rule, he said, all the Aussie coaching stuff that he has, they have to learn a swear, a naughty word. He said every session. That's their rule. So I don't even think he's really learning Urdu. He's just learning all the naughty words. But
you count it. You count it.
It counts.
They're the first words you learn when you learn a new
language.
I
feel like that's your type of vibe. But yeah, as an Aussie, I'm actually pretty proud that he's doing really well. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, as you said before the pre-show.
Could he be Australia's next coach? Because that's probably why he's coaching Pakistan right now. He wants to move up the ranks. So
is he a better coach than McDonald?
I don't know if it's to do with the cricket in general is a lot. I don't think it's to do with the coach.
I think
when the guys aren't batting well.
I think
he might be a better coach.
He is a better coach at the moment.
Okay, that's a big call.
I just wasn't a huge fan after he came in after Langer left.
Yeah. Because the players had a bit of.
He's had some good results. Obviously, he's obviously won.
Yeah, exactly. We've won.
He's been very good.
Yeah,
but Dizzy, you might be right. Might be in line for the next one.
Maybe. Next one I want to touch on. I said that we had some young guys coming in for Australia yesterday. Cooper Connolly, first time he's batted, but he had to retire hurt on 7. So he hurt his hammy, I believe. First time in ODI, batting for Australia. someone on Twitter wasn't happy that he was batting for Australia. His list A stats, so I think that's with Australia A and then a few other one-dayers and things like that. His list A stats, 107 runs at a 17 average, and he's batting at 5 for Australia. Do we think that
he's obviously
we're rushing a few players to the Australian team? I don't know.
Possibly, but I guess it's sort of our own downfall because that's what Australian fans have been screaming out for. We don't want to see the same people in the squad all the time.
True.
And I think it was just a case that we rested a good 5-6 players for the Test series against India. So personally, I think it's fine to get him in there.
Yeah, okay.
Get the experience, even if it's bad experience. You'd probably like that more than a positive experience because you can learn from it. So I don't mind some of the selections as we'll talk about. Jake Fraser, McGurk, etc.
Yep. Younger guys.
Yeah, I think give him a go. Why not?
No, I don't mind that. Talking about selection before we touch on something crazy, the Test squad was announced for Australia against India in the Border Gavaskar Trophy. The big names are in. I'll just quickly go through. You got Pat Cummins, Scott Boland, Alex Carey, Josh Hazlewood, Travis Head, Usman Khawaja, Marnus Labuschagne, Nathan Lyon, Mitch Marsh, Steve Smith, Mitchell Starc, and then the inclusions are Josh Inglis, which I really like because you've been on his bandwagon saying Carey should be out.
I think Josh Inglis is a very good player, but in all fairness to Alex Carey, he has batted very well in the Shield.
Yep.
He's made a couple of centuries, a couple of 80s here and there, so he's in better form and deserves his spot. I think Carey's a better keeper.
Yep.
Inglis is probably the better batter out of the two, but Carey's been batting really well recently.
Yeah, nice. So, I'm happy with that selection because Inglis has been in good form. And the other one is Nathan McSweeney. So, he's never opened until the last week for Australia. Made, I think, not many in the first inning. And then he makes... Oh, no, it was Constance that made 7. He didn't make many opening for Australia A, so that's a bit of a worry. He's never opened, and I feel... I'm looking through the list. He might open for Australia... For someone who's never opened before.
It's either he'll open for Australia or they push everyone up the order.
Could you put Head, possibly?
That's what I said.
Yeah, you did say that.
I did say that, but that was when I was including Michael Nisa in the team, which he is not in the squad stats guy.
You'll find out. I'm pretty sure he didn't get picked because he's injured.
Yes, he did. He did do his hammy in the Australia A versus India A game. I assume he would have got picked. I hope he would have got picked.
I think he would have.
Over Scott Boland, probably. I love Scott Boland, but
I think Nisa's a bit more consistent. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah, and he's a bit more of an all-rounder. And Nisa got 4 for in the first innings of the second Test after not playing the first.
For Australia A,
against India A most recently.
Yep.
But McSweeney, I was surprised. That's the biggest one.
Yeah, that's a big... So I think...
Because Harris did well in one innings.
75, I think 73, yeah.
But no one really claimed their spot. No. Like Bancroft didn't play well. Constance made 70, but perhaps too early for him as well. But yeah, pushing McSweeney to open for the first time.
We don't know yet, but it looks like that's where it's heading towards. But I don't mind Travis Head opening because it's like that. Uzi can work it around a bit. David Warner would go sometimes from ball one. Travis Head not from ball one, but like build into it a bit quicker. So maybe Travis Head could do that. But yeah, that's the Test squad, which we'll get into that. That's only in a couple of weeks away. Actually, it's about 11 days away till the first Test against India, which we're very excited about.
It's actually kind of crazy.
I know.
It's that early.
I know. Is that earlier than usual? I don't know.
100%.
Yeah?
The first Test in November.
Right? Yeah. They're like, India, Australia, everyone loves it. Let's just get some more cricket early.
Make it a 7-Test match series. 7? Get it going.
10?
Every state and territory in Australia they're playing.
Why don't we just get rid of the ODIs? No one likes them anyway because Australia lost.
The 2020s, mate.
The 2020s, yeah.
I'm more of an ODI person than 2020s.
I like 2020s more than ODIs, I think. I'm happy to get rid of ODIs.
Interesting.
They're just boring. Interesting. But that's... I shouldn't. And as we're going to talk about the ODIs, I love ODIs.
Yeah.
Australia versus Pakistan, the second ODI wrap. That was at Adelaide Oval on Friday. I'll go through the scores and then we can talk through it a little bit more.
Yep.
Australia bowled out for 163 off 35 overs. Pretty embarrassing there. Pakistan 169 for 1. They were only 1 down. They won in the 27th over. Pakistan win by 9 wickets. What the hell happened there? 9 wickets.
Yeah, look. That wasn't great, was it? Oh. We thought the spin would get the job done at Adelaide.
No, it was a good...
But it was the quicks.
Good deck, yeah.
It was the quicks. Yep. Look, Rauf, 5 for...
Wreck-It Rauf, 5 for 29.
It was great.
Equal best ODI figures in Pakistan history. I had a look. Yeah.
Really?
Because there's only been a couple of fifers. Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
He is awesome at the moment. He's so fast.
He's in great nick, and it'll be good to see him over the summer as well, obviously, in the Big Bash.
Melbourne Stars, still
at the Stars, I believe. So
people will be lined up to watch him. 5 for 29, he was awesome. And then on the other side, Australia just played a lot of stupid, dumb shots at times, like trying to hit the crap out of it, whereas Pakistan were a bit more controlled, and they proved it was great. The commentators before the game, I'm just watching they're like, great condition for batting. It's perfect weather. The pitch is nice and flat. It's like a road.
Well, Pakistan proved it.
Yeah, Pakistan proved it. They only lost 1 wicket, 169 runs. And Australia just, what the hell? Steve Smith was okay with 35 of 38. He had to sort of anchor the innings, sort of like the past where no one else, everyone's just falling around him. And he's like, oh. So I was actually okay with how he batted because he sort of had to hang around, got a few fours, things like that.
Yeah,
but then no one else.
No one really got on with it. Like
was Zampa the next most?
There's a lot of teens. There's 19.
Yeah.
19 was with Matt Short was the next top score, followed by Zampa in English with 18.
Zampa making 18 is the third top score is a massive worry.
Yeah, no, it is a bit of a worry.
Oh.
This wasn't like the rest of the team either. This was a decently stacked team, full of batters as well. We bat all the way down to basically
100%.
9.
Yeah, this was like our best team technically, or close to.
And Matt Short, Fraser McGurk, Smith, Marnus, Inglis, Hardy, Maxwell. Maxwell was really poor
actually, I need to get that up
series.
On my phone. Yeah.
He made 16 in that game, and then he got out for another duck, didn't he? In the third game, so wasn't too good.
Talking about Maxi, I forgot to write that in the thing, in the run sheet there, but since the World Cup, so since that epic double century that everyone was going nuts at, he had both his legs cramping up and everyone's like, this guy's one of the best white ball players in the world. He has made ODI scores of 1, 2, 7, 30, 2, 0, 16, 0. So that's 2 ducks, 6 scores under 7, and a 30.
Yeah, look, that's not great.
What has happened? He's had a few injuries in there.
He has, but a player of his caliber, just because he's so unpredictable, you come to sort of expect that with Glenn Maxwell, but not much of a lull for that many innings.
I don't know if we can call him the Big Show right now. That's his nickname. We can't. He is the big disappointment. Can I say that? Is that a bit harsh?
No, go on.
I should not be having a go at Glenn Maxwell. He's like a legend, but
click that up.
He is the big disappointment, Glenn Maxwell, not the Big Show. There we go. That's just off the top of my head.
Leo, grab that.
No, I'm going to get roasted for that. No, but it's just
You're not wrong. Based off form, he has been disappointing.
He's like the older sort of guy that you go, all right, he's going to be in the middle of our innings that he can take some runs. He's come in this series probably a little bit unlucky because everyone around him sort of collapsed and he can't play his natural game a little bit, but got to do better than that. So
I thought he would, and I thought he would have got more of a job with ball in hand as well.
Yeah, he's not
Didn't really bowl many
overs.
Yeah.
Which is he had too many big nights in Adelaide again?
Maybe.
Isn't that what happened last year?
I think it was in Adelaide. Wasn't it?
Yeah. So maybe that's why he didn't play in the third. There we go. All right, we'll just quickly.
He wanted to finish the game early.
Maybe he wants to
duck off to the
woolshed. The woolshed.
The
woolshed. Oh, Red Square. That's where Nathan Lyon used to always hang out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. The woolshed with the bull. It's very fun. You got to sign your life away just in case something happens. On the bull, but
if you stick to Hindley Street, you'll probably wake up on Hindley Street.
That's dangerous, that place. Anyway, that's the second ODI wrap done. We're going to have a look at Pakistan. They won by 9 wickets. Wow. Dominated. Pakistan fans.
To level the series, which made this game even more important.
Yeah, this game ended up being really important. The third ODI wrap in Perth yesterday in Australia. Awesome. It was actually a pretty fun match for Pakistan fans again. So Australia bowled out for 140. I didn't think we could get worse than last time, but we did. Then Pakistan 143 for 2. Exactly the same over. The 27th over they won. So you should get some money back for your tickets because both these matches only had like 60 overs in them. Honestly, or less, 50 overs.
50 overs, pretty much.
And it's supposed to be 100 overs of cricket. So
I'd be disappointed. If I was an Australian, if I was an Aussie fan, I'd want my money back.
100%. So
Pakistan, not so much. I recken they got their money's worth.
100%. They're going crazy. Like when we were at the G for the first one, it felt like we were in Pakistan. There's 90% just Pakistan fans. It was green everywhere. You were in there with your rooster head.
Yeah.
We saw the Hulk, the famous Pakistan Hulk fan. He gave you a greasy.
It was a good day out. It was a good day out. He gave me more than a greasy, in fact.
He was like, why is this rooster dancing now? Like, he did that. He did that.
He wasn't a fan, but look, again, they were too good. Again, really bad with the bat, Australia. Top score 30, Sean Abbott.
Sean Abbott is technically an all-rounder, but he's a bowling all-rounder. We don't want him making the top score.
So there was... Let's have a look here. 6 scores under 10. from the Australian side.
What could we
Two ducks in there.
If we went out there, right, I think I'd bring this up every week. If we went out there, we could just get a few edges.
I reckon anything
I could
off the bat.
A sneaky 5.
anything off the bat, we could probably make some runs off. So,
but also, I'd be backing away facing Harris Rauf ball 150.
Yeah, look, two players only made over 13 in this game for Australia.
That is embarrassing.
Really embarrassing. 140, we finished 4.
Yeah, Freddie was really good.
Yeah, the quicks again, we're back at it. Rauf actually got man of the match, even 2 for 24 off 7.
Yeah,
a little bit surprising. Just because of Freddie, I thought was probably the better one
3
on
for
the day.
32.
3 for 32.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nassim Shah as well, 3 for 54. Getting the job done with bat and ball this series.
They've always, since the World Cup when it was here, and I watched them against England at the G, and they were bowling heat on those in Australia conditions. Like we said at the start of the series.
Particularly in Perth as well.
Yeah, Perth, it's really bouncy.
Yeah.
I was thinking before the game, this actually could be close because they're just so quick. They can get bounced. It's very...
Yeah.
Unlike in Pakistan, their stats probably in Pakistan aren't as good as some other places across the world because it's like spinning pitches and things like that.
Agreed, yeah.
Or UAE, sorry, they play in UAE.
Yeah, more like subcontinent pitches. But yeah, look, Lance Morris was probably the only quick for the Aussies that really did anything. Yeah,
I had
24.
His highlights were really good. He bowled pretty consistently, 2 for 24.
Yeah, Spencer Johnson was all right as well.
Yeah.
He didn't get a reward in terms of wickets, but he got none for 28 off 8, which is fairly decent. Yeah,
I'm okay with, you know how we can talk about this later as well, the young guys coming through and things like that.
Yeah.
I feel okay with the bowlers because like in the short format at least. And like even like Lance Morris looks really good. Spencer Johnson looks really good.
But the thing is, I feel like in the short formats with quick bowlers,
it's easier to hide a little bit.
It's easier to hide a little bit and have tastier figures because I think it's more off the batsman and
trying to hit bigger shots.
And their way they're playing hitting bigger shots. More risk, more reward sort of thing.
Yeah.
But then again, you could say devil's advocate and they could have none for 70 off 8.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
But look, they have been proving stuff, and our bowling cartel actually is getting a little bit older now, isn't it? With Hazelwood, Starr, Cummins.
So like they're all going to retire around the same time.
They will.
So that's why I reckon we're going to have a bit of a lull, which is hasn't happened in Australian cricket since the Sandpaper Gate, when we haven't really had a bad sort of moment.
Even our backup bowlers for Australia, Scott Boland, he's
older, yeah.
Well, he'd be 35.
Is he?
Wouldn't he? I'm pretty sure he's old. He made his debut at like 32, I think.
35, yeah, spot on. How old's Michael Nisa? Let's have a look. This is like footy numbers, but
Michael Nisa is about like 29, I think, 30.
Is he 34?
34.
Jeez, so
scrap that.
And so everyone coming through is old.
Yeah, all our backups.
We need
our third
Johnson
quicks.
and Morris to fire up.
Likes of Jai Richardson.
Jai Richardson is always injured. Leo would be
injured.
excited that we're talking about Jai Richardson.
Yeah, but look, Pakistan win again. Hooray. 8 wickets. They win the series 2-1.
First time since 2002, as we mentioned before, they've won ODI series. Ayub was great, 42 off 52.
It was great in the first game too.
I know he only made...
Second game, sorry.
Yeah, second game. Babar Azam, 28 not out. I just had to mention him because although he only made 28, some of the drives he did...
so nice.
It's like there was some quick bowlers and he's just going straight down the ground.
It looks so easy.
Made it look easy.
With the captaincy off his shoulders, he just looks relieved.
He does. And the Riz King, it was pretty solid. I think he made 37 in that last match as well.
Had a good series, yep.
He actually, in the second match I didn't touch on, Rizwan was on track for the most catches in an ODI match by a wicketkeeper.
Ooh.
He already had 6, so that's an awesome
stats
but he dropped a sitter. He was underneath one.
A soda.
And he would have had, all the Pakistan fans in our comments were actually talking about it, and he would have had the most catches in an ODI match by a keeper.
Oh, I missed it. I was out on Friday.
If you're running back with the flight, all right, it's hard.
Yep.
You've got big gloves on, mate.
I know. You got to take
baseball.
those.
Baseball players celebrating a catch. Got that big glove. Easy.
Oh, try cricket.
Try cricket, exactly. Rizwan, you got 2 big gloves. Use them. So he was really good.
He got 6 catches in the end.
Yeah.
For that game, Rizwan.
Yeah. So that was, I think it equaled the record for most ODI catches by a keeper. And he would have had the record. That's a cool little record to have. Where's the captain of Pakistan as well?
Why not? Especially in Australia, against Australia.
Yeah.
Very nice.
But also, that's the other thing I didn't talk about. Across this series, Rizwan, I like him as a captain. But he appeals for everything.
Oh.
And Zampa had a go at him.
Yeah, I saw that.
Zampa
goes, for everything.
You got to appeal for everything, mate. And then he didn't hit it. It was about a metre away from Zampa's bat. And he's like, Zampa, Adam, should I review this? And Adam's like, yeah, go on, mate. And he didn't realise he was taking the piss. He thought he was joking. Rizwan reviews it and then goes, So
I like that. So like it's a bit of banter. Friendly banter.
It wasn't nothing bad.
It wasn't sinister.
But yeah, he just appeals for everything. And the commentators are like, he's a good captain, but he needs to stop appealing because he confuses everyone.
That's what you get. We could keep it behind the stumps, think everything's out. But I guess in the subcontinent, India do that a lot as well.
Yeah, why do the
teams like Afghanistan also do it?
Yeah, they just get excited.
I think so. I think so.
Fair enough. Anyway, Pakistan win the series 2-1. 9-wicket win and then an 8-wicket win over the weekend. That's crazy against Australia. No one does that in Australia. Even when India win, it's usually pretty close in Australia. So that
makes this 2020 series a little bit more exciting.
Yes, because Australia will want to fight back. So
100%. And a lot of those players in that ODI team will be playing in the 2020. I assume Fraser McGurk will.
Yep.
I assume Matt Short will. So they got to prove their worth.
Yes.
In an Australian squad.
Yeah, 100%. Good call. All right. Second to last, we'll go big questions and fan comments. We're going to be doing this all season long, all summer of cricket, because we've got so many comments to talk through. I'll just touch over 2 big questions I wrote down, and then we'll get into some fan ones. First big question for you, Marcus. I was going to say for everyone here, but it's just you.
Pressure's on. I haven't seen these yet, actually.
Are the young guys coming through not ready and a worry for Australia? I'll just say yeah, no, we're not.
Oh, that's so tough because it's sort of I'm swinging both ways, but I'll go no.
Yeah.
I think when are they going to be ready? Like you got to throw them in eventually.
Put them in there. Okay.
Perhaps they're a bit too young. Maybe it's the play style that they're being told to play.
Yep.
McDonald, obviously our Australian coach, has come out and said we're going to stick to an attacking brand of cricket.
I don't mind that, yeah.
Particularly in ODI formats, which I don't mind. It's going to happen eventually. So, look, I'd rather them get the experience now than need it when we need to rely on them.
Yeah, I'll agree with that they need to get game time in. But I am a little bit worried because I don't think, like as we talked about last week, I don't think Fraser McGurk's ready to open. I don't think Matt Short is a bit more experienced. So I'm happy with him still at the top of the order.
You think about if Travis Head was available for the series, Fraser McGurk wouldn't play.
True. Yeah, that's true.
Cooper Connolly wouldn't normally play in this series.
Yeah.
Because we rested players. So,
but yeah, it's just a thing to think about as Aussie fans because, like you said, all of our good players are getting older.
Yeah.
And we can't rely on Smith, Marnus to like make the runs as well.
And in all fairness, haven't had a great probably 2 years.
Yeah.
Both of those boys.
Yeah, so a little bit worrying as an Aussie fan there. Next one, Pakistan fans will like this one. Is Ayub the next big thing for Pakistan?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah, he's
awesome. Really exciting. He's an awesome player to watch.
Yep.
Again, he's another attacking opener.
Yeah.
Which is what you like to see in short format cricket. So if he can make runs off the top, it sort of takes some pressure off the shoulders of Bubba and Rizwan, which has been the case for quite a while now
for about
Pakistan.
5 or 10 years. Yeah.
So it was good to see the openers sort of dominating in both of the Pakistan wins. And Bubba just ticks over the line to secure the W.
Yeah, I like it. I'm having a look. His ODI, he only played 3 matches. Yep. Actually, no. So that was his first ODI series. There you go. So 41 average through the series. Awesome.
Excellent.
He's averaging 27 in tests through 6 matches. That's okay. He's had 350s already in the tests and he's got a 50 already in ODIs in about 10 matches. So he'll be really good. So that's exciting for Pakistan because their young bowlers are killing it. So their batters just need to improve and he's going well.
100%.
All right, you wrote down some comments. I'll read them out and we can discuss through them. At gaming.298, this is on YouTube, so thanks for commenting on there. Make sure you comment if you're watching this. Sayem will probably bowl spin if it's a spinning pitch. I like to see that. So yeah, we wrote this down just because we thought it might be a spinning pitch in Adelaide. What did you write down here?
He finished with he did bowl 3 overs, none for 14, so he did get a good crack at it. Bowled okay, but yeah, as we mentioned before, Quick surprisingly got the job done in Adelaide.
Yeah, Quicks were too good in Adelaide. Next one was Ramsey Slens 2024 on YouTube. Love the content, guys. Just put that in there just to pump ourselves up.
Yeah, with the love heart. We love you guys too.
Just to pump us up a little bit. I like that. We've actually, any comment you want to do, any question, like you said, if it's about Marcus's life.
Personal life.
If you,
know what I mean?
I don't know how we've gone.
How many toes do I have? I may have more than 10 or less than 10. You won't know until you answer the questions. These are the big questions, Stats Guy. Everyone wants to know.
You can see that on your OnlyFans, right, as well? On vpix.com. Yeah. Nice.
Is Stats Guy actually 6 foot? Find out next week.
Find out when I'm standing next to Marcus.
What's the question for Leo? Personal life question. Is Leo a Libra?
What?
Is Leo a Leo?
What?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Random questions.
Random questions. All right. There we go. Well, I'm not getting into star signs in the show. I'll die before we get into star signs on this show.
Yeah.
All right. Next one we want to talk about. You wrote down, you can read this out if you want. Jake Fraser McGurk performance. So everyone's talking about it because he's a young guy opening the batting. We've talked him up. You've worn a bloody rooster hat.
Yeah.
Rooster mask. And we've been very excited by him, but he's not performing just yet.
And particularly on our Instagram posts, it went a little bit off in the comments section, just talking about Jake Fraser-McGurk, which is good to see. But we'll start off with a comment on TikTok by Oasis. With a few S's in there.
Nice.
He's a 2020 player. He can't play one dayers. Too impatient of a player.
Whoa.
I thought that was a little bit harsh.
But at the
get
moment,
where he's coming from.
At the moment, he's probably spot on because in T20s, there's more
That's where
room
he's
for
proved
error,
his-
and you can go from ball one.
Yep.
He probably just needs even just like an over or two, rather than exactly from ball one. Because
as Leo said last week, do we drop him down the order?
I like him at like 5 or 6. Sorry, 6 or 7.
But Tom Clark on Instagram,
in the office,
he's in the office with us. He disagreed with Leo on that front. About putting him down the order. He goes, disagree. Field up and new hard ball is perfect for a hard hitting opener. Leave the middle order to the others for the likes of Maxwell and Hardy.
Yeah, I don't mind that, but I'm just a bit worried. Like, I think his technique's good, and he just plays some dumb shots, and I feel like you can get away with some dumb shots more possibly in the middle order. If he
just picks his balls a little bit more, and just play more generally on the deck, so he can't get caught in situations like those.
Yeah.
But ICC Jimbo as well.
We love ICC Jimbo.
Yeah, number one fan. He said on Instagram, we absolutely are introducing Fraser-McGurk incorrectly.
Ooh.
I don't think he's the right fit for this ODI side until he fixes some critiques in his game. He reckons keep him in the 2020s.
Yeah.
So a bit of a similar theme here.
It's weird because we were calling him in the side for ages, and now quickly, I think if he has a decent 2020 thing, he just needs a bit of confidence back. I think. Yeah.
And similar, Amal Ali 1994 on Instagram also said still early for him to be in the ODI team. So
I think he, like what Leo said, I don't mind him putting him down the order. I think he should be in the team because he's a really good player. Like even I think he made, what did he make the other day? 15 or whatever he made.
Yep.
But he hit his boundaries. The commentators were like, that is some of the classiest shots he'll ever. Like he just hits everything so clean.
Yeah.
And then he'll just do something silly or miss an easy one or I don't know. It might even be just a bit of confidence. I'm hoping he gets some confidence from the T20s and then that'll flourish into other parts of
Yeah, 100%. I think we're still going to see a good side of Jake Fraser-McGurk this summer. And I believe whether that's in the Big Bash, whether that's in the upcoming 2020 series, which hopefully it will be.
Yep.
I think so. But he might relish the short boundaries in Hobart.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Down at Ninja Stadium, which we'll get onto our 2020 predictions now.
Nice, mate. T20 predictions. So the next one, next series we've actually got against Pakistan is a 3-match series.
Yes.
Against Pakistan in the 2020, so we're very excited about that. First one is at the Gabba, then we've got a match at the SCG, and then Monday at Ninja Stadium.
Formerly known as, if you're not familiar, Ballareeve Oval.
Or still is Ballareeve Oval, I think.
In Tasmania.
Ninja Stadium.
Yeah.
What? Is that the new...
Interesting.
The Ninja...
Is that... Don't they do...
The appliances. The appliances. Like Ninja Creamy and Ninja Bullet and all that.
Ninja Bullet. Yeah, I think I have one of those at home,
I think I have one of those. Yeah,
good brand.
No free plugs, but if they want to jump on,
if they want to sponsor us,
I will dress up as a ninja.
Bang, Ninja Bullet right there.
I reckon there's a lot of space there. Actually, we could have multiple products.
Multiple products.
I will dress up as a ninja.
Tom, come on.
Yeah, let's get ninja.
Sales guy, come on.
Ninja on board.
Let's get on this.
We could have this would be the Ninja Studios.
Yeah, we'll dress up as ninjas if you want. Next Amazon purchase. Get it?
I like it.
We'll rock up to Ninja Stadium in ninja outfits.
Yep. Honestly, I might just do that anyway, even if we don't get a sponsor. It just feels right.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Anyway, T20 predictions. So obviously, Pakistan won the series, the ODI series 2-1. This is another 3-match one. What do we think? Can the Aussies bounce back? We actually have really good T20 specific players because of the Big Bash.
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
So I'm leaning towards like a 2-1 Australia win, but they're in much better form, Pakistan.
They are. But I'm on your side. I'm going to go 2-1 Australia win.
Okay.
In the series. I just think, we have a lot of quality players who play in the IPL as well.
Yep. Yes, true.
Maybe a few of those won't play because of the Test series.
Yep.
Like with the likes of maybe Pat Cummins, Mitch Starc, etc. We'll lean more towards Lance Morris, Spencer Johnson. Yep. But they're definitely more than capable. Spencer Johnson actually featured in the IPL as well.
Yes.
Didn't get much of a go, but still featured.
Still good, yeah.
And I think I don't want to say it helps, but Pakistan players not being allowed to play in the IPL.
Yeah, they play less T20
They play less 2020 cricket than some Australians. So, look, we'll go Australia.
One? Yeah, if you're saying 2-1, where I reckon that Pakistan could win at the Gabba because it's a bit more fast-paced and the bowlers there. SCG is usually pretty spin-worthy, and then Ninja Stadium, I reckon Australia bit more experience down there in Hobart.
I think so, but it doesn't look good for weather-wise.
At the Gabba.
At the Gabba.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's going to be storms and 30 degrees. So
bring it down here in Melbourne, under the roof at Marvel.
look,
Can we do that?
It doesn't look good, so that might get washed out.
Oh.
And in Sydney, it always gets washed out, so I might have to.
Sydney.
Might have to check the weather for
Sydney test is
Sydney on Saturday looks good.
Okay, we're good.
Nice, sunny, 20.
Nice.
That'll work. And
what about
and
Ninja
Hobart?
Stadium?
Yeah, Hobart, you never know.
Didn't know we were going to get a weather update on this. I like this.
Yes, why not? I'm the weatherman. Raining Sunday, but clear Monday. So we might get cricket for 2 of those 3 games.
Oh, hopefully we get them for all 3.
Hopefully,
yeah. Aussie 2-1 we're predicting. Let us know in the comments your predictions for the upcoming T20 series.
Yep.
Are we done?
I think we're done.
All right, we're done. All right,
that's
Stumps for the Cricket Today show. We'll be back with this next week. Check out the socials. We're going to do a lot about the T20s over the upcoming days. We're going to do a lot for BBL Supercoach. We're going to do a lot for
the Test series
coming up. So we're going to do a lot about
11 days.
I can't believe it's 11 days, mate. That's crazy. I feel like footy season was just there. There's so much going on at the moment.
Multiple shows a week going to be coming to you from next week?
We'll talk about it afterwards, but we'll have to have a look. Yeah.
Let us know if you want to.
Yeah.
Stats guys.
Gerald's in the comments on YouTube. Get stuffed. Anyway, send in any questions as we do on every show. We're going to read out the fan comments. Thank you very much, Joe, behind the camera. Thanks, Marcus. I didn't forget you this time.
Yes, thanks, Stats guy.
Stuff you later. It's all right. You'll be back on for next show. Thanks to me, and that's another episode of Cricket Today done. We're out.
If you like this show, make sure you check out all the other shows on the Sports Today network, from the AFL Today show to the Cricket Today podcast, the Football Today podcast, as well as NBA Australia and NFL Australia. With Sports Today, your sporting needs have never been easier to cover.